Hello guys. Today I have a very different type of video than what I usually post. I've been meaning to make this video for a really long time, and I feel like I've postponed it long enough. To say the least, I've grown out of my K-pop phase. Unfortunately, almost nothing about K-pop excites me anymore. For so long, it was a genre of experimentation. Well, at least within its own established framework. But now it feels like an utterly trend-driven culture. Whatever sells in the Western market is constantly being replicated or emulated in some way, and it's kinda sad. Because there are some really talented idols with great taste who get wasted by the system. Artistic integrity mostly isn't allowed, and the lyrics often feel too two-dimensional, if that makes sense. When I got into K-pop, which was way back in 2017 with Blackpink's Playing with Fire, I couldn't speak a word of Korean. Over the years, I've become conversational and have often communicated with friends in Korean, and through my learning journey, I've realized how much depth the lyrics often lack. I'm a producer mainly, though I also write lyrics, and what initially drew me into the world of K-pop was the instrumentals, of course, being one of the most dynamic genres ever. However, after years of listening, the K-pop formula gets pretty repetitive. That applies to almost everything: song structures, sound design, chord progressions, and most of all, the vocal melodies. It can definitely get experimental, I won't deny that, but especially with newer releases, I just don't get excited anymore. To put my experience into perspective, out of the 100 songs that made it onto my 2024 Spotify Wrapped, only 4 were K-pop songs, none of which were released in 2024. Anywhere But Home by Seulgi was number 6, Nobody Knows by Kiss of Life was number 14, Underwater by Red Velvet was number 81, Kingdom Come by Red Velvet was number 99. Now, you might be thinking, so what's the problem here? Like, yes, I'm aware it's fine to grow out of a phase. My concern is that I don't quite know what that means for this channel, and what the future holds for KOLDEJA. Aside from a bit of KR&B, I've been listening to music and styles that haven't had much, if any, influence on the direction of K-pop. So artists such as Massive Attack, Portishead, Sneaker Pimps, Crystal Castles, Suzy Shear, Snow Strippers, Waldeck, Bjork, Kate The Prodigy, Aphex Twin, etc. If you know any of these artists, you know they don't exactly share common ground. Sure, there may be overlapping inspirations here and there, but that's really about it. Just to be clear, I still keep up with K-pop and new releases. I just don't listen to it as much, and I feel like I've limited myself on this channel by only posting K-pop content when that could just be one of many genres I work with. On top of that, I've been extremely busy with school. I'm a dual degree student majoring in contemporary music BA and integrated design BFA at Parsons, and I haven't had much time to create content specifically for this channel. I do make songs for my classes, of course, but if you take one look at my uploads, it's clear I haven't shared any personal work at all. When I started this channel, I thought I could gather an audience who liked my work and start making original songs. But now, I feel like the audience I've gathered might expect, and maybe even prefer, a different sound than the one I want to brand myself with. And I think that's a sign that it's not just K-pop I'm growing out of. It's also KOLDEJA. I think it's time for a rebrand, and by that, I mean a rebrand, a full 180. Not just music production, but also videography. I know some of you have been following me for years, basically witnessing my entire music production growth starting from when I knew almost nothing. At this point in my life, I feel like I'm closer than ever to creating my own sonic and visual identity. And with me, the audience will naturally change, too. I'll definitely be reading all the comments under this video. So if there's anything you'd like to see, leave a comment. Totally cool if you don't like what you see on this channel from now on, like I get it. This is an abrupt change. But I can assure you, it's the best move I could make, all things considered. If you've made it this far without skipping, thank you so much, lol. Keep an eye out for updates, because your feedback will definitely help shape the future of KOLDEJA. Hope to see you all soon with new content.